here on the boat, and today I want to talk about some significant sound. I want to make sure like this sound will bring an enormous 360-degree physics shift in your life, because this is a seriously groundbreaking on average, and this is kind of groundbreaking sound. Why? Because if you use this sound in a correct way, and you pronounce all your words in this same philology, so I want to make sure like it would bring enormous change in your life, and it would have an enormous impact on the people. Again, we speak for the people, and your success comes from the people. So you need to take this responsibility to speak up loud, clear, persuasively, elegantly, and take care of the intonation, and take care of liaisoning and the pronunciation. So we are putting all this in this recipe, and this is an amazing charismatic program. And you're native or you're non-native, you will have lots of fun after watching this. You will bring an impulsive shift in your life. Alright, so let's get started today with the letter L, but before this you need to take some exercise, okay? And just get your body warmed up, because I knew one girl's lady, she said, I speak two languages, my body and my English. So English is spoken by the body, so that your body is involved to speak up, and body is 93%, and your words are just 7%. So you really need to work on your body most significantly, but at the same time, because you have very less choice speaking up, the 7% person you really need to work hard on it. So please rub your cheeks muscles are very important, because you're going to speak with your mouth, and there are 43 muscles in your face, but you're going to use it, and you're going to coordinate them very well. And you remember yesterday we talked about the letter L is a voice consonant sound. L means you are going to control this sound, alright? So you're not going to push a lot of air outside, because in unvoiced consonants you push a lot of air outside. And one thing is pretty common about the consonants, because the consonants, they are controlled voices, and you put all your muscles into like to control it, so you project your voice in a proper way. So let's talk about, before this, some exercises. That's because it's a morning time, I need to open up my body. So open the first lock, and the second lock is very important lock, because your throat is going to involve, and then open it up, because everything, all kind of motivation comes from the tummy, okay, from the belly. So the most significant part, alright, so move it and shake like a jelly. Yes, good job. Good job, good job. And now take your tongue out. Stretch more as much as you can. Squeeze your body. Okay, now put your little fingers into your mouth. Yes, good girl. And do something very hard. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get started from the letter L today. And letter L is very significant. It's pretty important to make your conversation more persuasive, elegant, and more heardable, because you speak to be heard. And this is my message of this total program. You speak to be heard. And after this program, you're going to be heard very clearly, and you will enjoy all the impact. All right, so like L, so L has two sounds in it. So when L comes in the beginning of the word, or sometimes L comes in at the end of the word, all right? Sometimes it comes in the middle, but when it comes in the middle, so it is the ending part of the first word. So the first part after using the first syllable. So what happens when you speak L in the beginning is a light L, okay? Light L. When you speak up L at the end of the word, that's very technical. And L comes in the end with reduced sound added into it, okay? So this only happens in the L letter. Otherwise, the schwa sound is also there in it, so it's not like the vowels, but it's a very important sound, L sound. So let's get started and see what kind of mouth position you will have. So the mouth position is, your mouth is open, okay, and tongue is elevated. You put your tongue up and you put it behind the upper teeth, okay, as you can see in the picture. So we are talking about the light sound, okay? If you can see clearly, if you can zoom the camera, you can see my mouth is open, okay, and my tongue is elevating, it's going up, and it's touching behind the upper teeth. This is we call the light out. If I'm saying light out, so I'm sticking my tongue, I'm holding my tongue by putting it up behind the upper teeth, all right? That's called the ridge part. And this is a significant part in your body, in your mouth, so you're gonna stick your tongue up to pronounce the light out sound, okay? So light out, you can see the screen, so we will have a practice. So L is everywhere, so L comes in the beginning, so let's practice first like when L comes in the beginning of the word, because it's very important. As I told you, this is the mouth position, and you can see like, the tongue is elevated, okay? The upper teeth are quite visible, mouth is open. So the big deal with us is like, open your mouth more and more, and as much as you can, and you slow down your communication, slow down to speak up, to be heard clearly, and then you learn like how to stretch the vowel sounds, and in the end, you learn like how to bring the acoustic change in the consonant sound. So these are the four big deals, all right? So let me repeat it for you. Number one, you open your mouth more and more, and you open your mouth as much as you can. Number two, speak slow. You don't need to speak so fast, because when you speak so fast, you bring mumbling in your conversation, people are not understood, so there will be no impact, because you speak to earn something, you speak to make an impact, you speak to get the results, you speak to get the people inspired, you speak to get the results, you want to earn something from the people, you want to sell something to the people. And number three, you will stretch the vowels, you learn how to stretch or unstretch the vowels. So we already have started with a letter, with a vowel letter. So it's going, big story is happening right now in this program. So the last thing is the consonant. The consonants, you need to learn like how to bring the consonants and the acoustic change in the consonants letters. Like yesterday, we learned the final D is not a simple D. Sometimes it becomes a T sound, a soft T. Like we have the word packed. It's not packed, okay? Packed. Like I packed something, okay? So you say I packed. So you put the final D as a T sound in your communication. The reason why? Because the word is ending on the K sound, and the K is unvoiced consonant letter. All right, so because of the consonants, when consonants comes, they come in the end, you pronounce it differently. You bring acoustic change. So these are the four biggest deals, like we use them, and we learn like how to speak like native speakers. So you see now on the screen, to pronounce letter L, and letter L is the L sound, is like it's a consonant sound, and it's a control sound. So your tongue is elevated, you will push your tongue out behind the upper teeth. If you can see on my displaying side, so it sounds like this. Now you can see in the screen, you can see the upper teeth are totally visible, okay? And don't worry about opening your mouth, because you are putting something like to achieve something bigger in your life. And remember, in order to achieve what you have never achieved in your life, you have to become a different person. You have to bring the different value into it. So then you can achieve that biggest goal, and at the same time, to achieve that goal, you have to become a different person, all right? So now you're gonna use now your mouth in a different way. So this is the light out sound, okay? Light, okay. So let's have some words practice. So the deal is same, all right? We have the same consent, we have the same agreement. You will do what I do, say what I say. So this is very engaging, and this is very kind of the cooperative environment. So you must feel free, especially while you are learning the accent, okay, in your classroom or wherever you are, whatever you have. Like it's not a big deal. Whatever the background, you're native or you're not native, so it would be helpful for everybody. All right. So let's look at the first word, and this is first. L is a light L, because L is there in the beginning of the word, right? So you say look, and remember yesterday we practiced with O sound, okay? It's a look. This is O sound, okay? Here, look. Like it's the same power form you say book, okay? Book. So likewise, okay? Look. Remember, for speaking better English, you need to know to use the muscles. Voice quality does not matter, because if you will be using your muscles in a proper way, you'll see like you will have a different voice quality. All right, your voice quality will be changed. Yes, so it is look. Next is like. Okay, open your mouth first, like that. Like. You can see English is happening on my face. Okay, like. I'm not saying look, like. No, I'm not robotic. I'm a human being, right? So I speak with emotion. I speak with muscles. Okay, so you speak like look, and then you say like. And I is very wider and stretched sound. It's an I. So now I put the word I. Okay? Like. Okay? You stretch your mouth. You stretch it up because you want to be understood by the people. You speak for them. Otherwise, you don't need to speak up. If you don't speak up for yourself, you speak in your mind. Okay? So you don't need to speak with your mouth. Okay? So you speak because of the people. And it's your responsibility to make them understood with your communication and with your words. Next is a lion. So many words we will do here, and we will see like they have totally a different pronunciation. This is not lion. This is lion, because there is I and O in between. This is a diphthong sound, and because of this diphthong sound, you will add one more voice into I and O. So this is not lion. It's lion, okay? Lion. Next is line, L-I-N-E is a line, okay? That's I. Okay. Line. Lease for L is a light L, but at the same time, there's an E-A, and E-A is a stretched E vowel sound. It's a long E. So you say it's leased, okay? Leased. Look at my mouth. English is happening on my face. Least. Least. Good job. Next. The last. A is a stretched A, pure short letter A. It's an A. And you say last. Okay? This is interesting. Like we say last. Like what you say class. Okay? It's a stretch. It's a short A pure voice sound. There's no change in it. A is short here because it sounds like it's a pure A, so it is an A. Okay? Last. Next is a lower. Okay? Lower. Okay? Lower. L is a light L. Lower. You connect your tongue with behind the upper teeth, you connect it there and you pronounce it and ow, lower. Good job. Keep it up. So repeat after me, okay? Do what I do, say what I say. Next is it I. Is very interesting in this word. Line, okay? Line, and low, okay? So you're not putting more stress on that. Sometimes it sounds like low, okay? It's fine. Low, okay? And love. It's a reduced sound of love. V is a voice consonant. You put some stress on it. Love, okay? Love. And then is a lift. I is very technical. A, lift. Okay? Are you having fun? So the next word belongs to you because we are speaking about this first light tell us how to do it. Yes, it's your turn. 1, 2, 3, your turn. Yes. Exactly. You first elevate your tongue, you put it behind the upper teeth, okay, and you say, and then you have a I-G-H-I vowel sound and it sounds like I, okay? I. So it sounds like a light. And next is a limit. I is very interesting. There are 2 I's. So the So the two I's, here in this word is the A, limit, and the last I is reduced. It's the limit, okay? Or sometimes we say limited, all right? It's not a limit. Don't confuse it with limit. Very clear, speak it elegantly, proudly you can say limit. A, I is an A sound, limit. You see, like we are having a repetition, and at the same time we are learning so many other sounds with the help of just one letter, L. Okay, next is a link, L-I-N-K. Don't say it a link. I have lots of links. No, you say I got a lot of links. Okay, link. L-I-N-K, I-N-K, link, and move on to the next word, list, and the last one is also very interesting, is last, okay, last, L-O-S-T, last, good job, beautiful, last, you open your mouth for letter O, it's a ah, okay, and L is a lighter, last, okay? So your mouth is really vitally open and you're stretching your mouth, your muscles are stretched differently to pronounce accent, because accent has three things: pronunciation, intonation, right, and liaison. So to do all this, you need to stretch your mouth, you need to open your mouth as much as you can. And this is our first deal, this is our first milestone, this is the first law for speaking English like a native speaker. Okay, so have a look at it. So afterwards we will see, we're gonna mix up the words and we will see like where the light L is coming in, where the dark L is there. So let's talk about the dark L. Dark L is also very interesting. Dark L happens at the end of the word, and remember when L is at the end, so you add one more voice before that L, and this is L, and this is a reduced schwa sound before the last L, and you will see the total perspective will be changed when the L is the last letter of any word. You're gonna have that right away. The long list, and we're gonna practice this in detail. So it's an L. It is an L. It's not O is a light L. It is a O. Okay, let's move on to, so for the light L, as you notice, the picture is there. So you're adding one more voice before the O. So it sounds like a O. Okay, this is the dark L. Dark L means when L comes in the end of the word, all right? So here we have some practice words. Likewise, we say the call. All is coming. It's not call. No, it's a call. You're adding some special sounds before the last L. You see the L is at the end of the word. Okay, we'll see more words, and you will be able to. So in this word, the first L is a light L, and the ending L is a dark L. So both L's are happening in this word. So the first L is a L, and the first E is a sharp E. Okay, it's a left, and then level. Okay, level. V is a voice consonant, so you spend some more time in the letter V. So it sounds like level. Okay, level. So English is happening on my face. Level, okay, and then we have a little. The T is interesting because of the vowel sound, and in the last L, the sound is coming before L, okay? So the last L in this word little has a reduced sound before L, so that's why you got another vowel sound, okay? You got another schwa sound. So the two T's in the middle of the word are surrounded, followed, and they're following two vowels, so that's why this T is a glottal T. So it's become a little. I is very such with a short E, A, okay? Little, O, and T is a D soft D sound, little. Next is a liberal, liberal, O. The last L is pronounced as an O sound. It's a liberal, okay? Next is a local, O, okay? Local, two L's are coming in the beginning and in the end of the word. So the first L is a light L and the ending L is a dark L. So we say local, local. And then we have a loyal, okay? Loyal, we don't say loyal because there are two vowels, O and Y, and this will be called the diphthong sounds. And diphthongs, between the diphthong sound, you add a special Y, J sound. So it becomes like a loyal, okay? Loyal. Soft Y, soft J sound come in the middle. Loyal. Likewise, that's the next word is a really big word, all right? So I'm just giving you this task to do it. K-I-L-L. Yes, it's up to you. I can listen now. I can listen. A lot of people saying kill. Okay, and now your turn. Yes, again. Kill. No way. So you see, it's not kill. It's not kill. No, because L. The last L is a dark L, and before that L, you have to add another special sound, and this is called a sound. So this is not kill, this is not kill, okay? So it would be like K-L, kill. Interesting? Yes. Now you're gonna do it 5 times because this is a significant one. This is really important because when you say kill or you say kill, it sounds boring, but if you say kill, it sounds charismatic. People love to listen to this again, over and over. People won't get bored. If your listeners, they're getting bored, it's primarily you are responsible because you are not giving powers to your words. You are not giving energy to your words. You are not giving a life to your words. You know, the words in life, if there are no words in life, there will be no life. Life is equal to the words, what we speak, what we feel, all right? And we speak what we feel. So, it's not kill, it's your turn. You're gonna do it 5 times. Okay, kill. A-L, okay? Because A is an I sound, k, and then A, K, and then the last L, and before last L, because it's a dark L, you add another sound, and this is, we say, this is a sound. K-O, and not connected. It sounds like a gliding sound. Kill. Okay, but you're gonna do it fastly, quickly. You did kill. It's not simply kill, it's not simply kill. Okay? So the next word is also very interesting and on the same page. This is bill. It's not B, it's not bill, it's bill. Bill. I is an A and then air. Bill, light. It's not light, it's a dark. Bill, good job. Till. It's not till, okay? Not till. Small. The A-R combination. Bring the sounds of all, okay? Small is very small sound. You're gonna make your mouth more small and you speak like that. Small, you stretch this out. This L is very interesting. So let's practice with these dark L when they come with or after the A sound, okay? Like the call. Repeat after me. 1, 2, 3. Call, okay? Ball, but is very plosive, very sharp. And a block sound, and it's a stop sound. Ball, and then there's a T. Tall, and W. Wall, okay? It's not wall or ball. No, don't mix it. Don't confuse it. So it is a wall. Mall, still. It's not still. It's not still. Practice it. Still. Kill. Will. I will. Don't say I will. No, I will. No, I will. And mill. And then we have a drill. DR sounds like juror. Now you're quite enough and mature. If you have watched out the last podcast, if you have watched that very carefully and you've been listening again and again, you know the rule. The DR is a juror. So they sound like a drill. Okay, so then we have the dark versus the light L sounds like in the word. So this is an all, and we say all, will, spell like, okay? And this is a beautiful word. A lot of people say pupil. I don't know, like people have different pronunciation for this word, but I want to tell you some standard pronunciation. Alright? P is plosive and you push a lot of it outside, it's an long voice. P, and here P become like the long E sound vowel, alright? So it sounds like an E, so you say P, and then you say po. Again, the last L is a dark L here. People, people. Don't confuse it with other pronunciation. So it sounds like people, people, okay? Long E, P, plosive, people. The last L is an O, people. And then it's only, only, and the long L is coming as the light L is a long, long. And we have a little, little. We already have done this word, a little. Little, all right? O, T is a glottal T, I is an A, and after T, after double T, you are feeling a schwa sound, which is also part of the vowel sounds, okay? So vowel sounds mean it has just a sound, you breathe out, okay? That's why I said vowel, all vowels when you pronounce, you breathe with them out, all right? That's why they are the unvoiced, they are the vowel sounds, okay? So you say little, and then the cold, cold, cold. Don't say cold, cold, I don't know. So you say cold, cold, because this L is also very just its voice. That's why it's a cold, beautiful. And next is a look, look, place. Place. A is a long A vowel sound here because the C is a consonant and before C and after C there are two vowels. So the first vowel A would be pronounced like an A. A is a long A vowel sound, so you sound it like place, and then we have a well, well, oh yeah, okay, well, well. Don't say wow, no, well, well. Yeah, the dark L is coming. All right, then we have a tell. Tell, don't say tell. Ten. E is a very sharp. Ten, and then O. Tell. Small. Okay, small. And we have then still. Still. Okay. S-T-I-L-L. It says still. Air. Still. Lie. I. The first L is light. Lie. Last, it's already done, left, and line, okay? A long A is reduced on here, a long. This L is also light L, a long. A long is a light L at the beginning because A is already reduced here, right? A is reduced, so the next vowel after the A would be strong. So it's a long, and we have a while. While, L sound comes. While, W is a while. All right. So we'll discuss more about the light and the dark L in the next part. So till then, everybody take care. Bye bye. Bye bye.